a few minutes early, but I figured this way we can start saying hello and kind of get ourselves in the groove, right? Oh, let me mute first. Hang on one second. Yeah, it's muted. Okay, perfect. And let me switch to live chat. Hey, Kelly. Hello, Donna. Hey, Andre. Who else do we have here? Did I miss anyone? I'm wearing glasses today, so everyone bear with me. I had the strangest, I don't know, wonky feeling in my eye last night, and I kept rubbing it. And this morning, I didn't even get my contacts in. Good morning, Angel. Hi, April. So I was sitting here playing by myself with Madison, kind of, sort of. And I was making some swatches. I realized that there were some swatches that I was missing. So I started with these three right here. Okay. If you're not familiar with magicals are just that. They're magical powders that you can manipulate with water by spritzing them or using a brush, and they do their own thing. It's all about the magic. No two papers are ever the same. The results will vary depending on, how much powder, how much water, and they just kind of move. They do their own thing. Okay. So, super cool to play with. Pretty much anyone, I mean, like I'm talking about children can play with these and get amazing results. So I absolutely love that for all those reasons. Plus, they're pretty and they're sparkly. Some of them are flat, some of them are glitzy or sparkly. They seem to have almost like some of them have like this metallic floating um, feel to them, right? Or look. So super cool. If you're not familiar with them, welcome. I am glad that you guys are going to be here to play along with us. Hey, Abril. Hey, Angel. And so let me show you what I did. Well, I lost them already. I was sitting here and I did. Where are they? I did. I did no. Which ones did I do? Wait, no, not. Did I do that one? Hold up, guys. Oh, I did this one. That's ritzy. I did.
Hi, Joy.
Hi, Joy. I did. Hang on. Which one is this one? I did this one. And I did. Did I write the names? Oh, yes, I did. And I did this one. So not that one. Oopsie. Okay. So I was sitting here playing and I did these three swatches. And that's when it hit me. I was like, wait, why don't I just go live? I mean, I'm sitting here playing anyway. Of course, we do have our regular sale starting at 4 o'clock. So in 2 hours. So we've got about 2 hours worth of play just to hang out, chat, and play. And then we'll, then we'll get started with the sale.
Kelly.
Oh, thanks, Kelly.
Well, you can need help from here until 2:30.
Thank you, ma'am. I appreciate it. Let me go ahead and wrench you. I'll give you a blue dress.
Hi, Auntie.
Where's Auntie?
She says hi, all my family.
Hi, Auntie. Okay, so let me show you what I've done so far. I did autumn leaves, which is the autumn maple crimson, Tibetan poppy teal, cattail copper brown.
Hi, Ariana.
Ponderosa pine olive. Hey, Ori. And red hot poker orange. So as you can see, they give you some of the swatches here to kind of give you an idea because again, magicals are also a mix of pigments. So it's not just one solid color. They have all kinds of different stuff in them with the exception of some like this one, the glitzy that we're going to see in a second. So you can see how there's some blues, there's some yellows, there's some like creams and browns, all kinds of cool stuff mixed together. So here's the swatch to this, and you can see it's pretty accurate.
Now, says that's my favorite set.
Yes, now you're going to notice, hi, Bodhi, hi, Marbella. You're going to notice
Bodhi.
that you can go deep or you can go light, and you can even watercolor with these, okay? So you can go a lot lighter than this, is what I'm trying to say. But as you can see, the color is pretty accurate. So that one is the maple. Isn't that gorgeous? Then we've got the Tibetan poppy right here. Look at that. And they play so nice together. I try, when I do my swatches, I try to curtail them so that I actually have the true color sample in case I want to just use, like, I'm looking for one color and I'm like, okay, which teal in all of my sets is going to match what I'm doing. So when it comes to my swatches, I try not to let them mingle too much, but when they do, oh, again, it's just magical. Look at that. Not cool. Then this is the cattail cop. Oh, no. Did I do that right? Yeah. I might have gotten these two backwards. Maybe. This looks like no, this is the orange. No, I'm wrong. This is the orange, the Red Hot Poker orange. And I do try to write on them as soon as I do them so I don't forget. Here's the Ponderosa Pines. That's that green right there. And you see, isn't that pretty? Can you guys see the metallics on them? Oh, it's so much better in real life. But you have like all this shimmer to it. All this stuff is all shimmery. And then, of course, we've got the cattail copper brown. And you can see where I kind of went, when I added a lot of product, you can see the brown where I kind of feathered it out. It kind of had all these amazing other colors mixed in. So that's why swatches are also neat. So you can see the type of different effects that you have, right? Or that you can get. So I did this one already. This is Autumn Leaves. So I wanted to show you that one. Then, still kind of damp. I should be wearing gloves. Hang on. Let me put some gloves on because otherwise I'm going to have painty hands during the live. Okay, there. They are still wet. And then this one is a new one to me. This one's Enchanted Forest. And I had given mine up during last sale. So guess what?
People who like pearls or alcohol inks.
No, neither. Well, I mean, in the sense that they when you apply them, they do their spread and all that. We're going to do one live, April, and you'll see. But it is not at all like either one of those, to be honest. They have a totally different consistency. They're more mica than alcohol, obviously. Um, so different feel. They blend with water as opposed to alcohol or your what's it called, a solution. So just water, that's all you need for these. Okay, now you can use these to also color, and we did a whole magical class where we did like over 20 different techniques. You can use them to write with your quill pens, your glass quills. You can use them to color your pastes. So but let's go over Enchanted Forest. This one's got, look at the names. I love them. Toadstool Taupe.
Hi, Nadine.
And so that is right here. Okay.
Hi, Nadine.
Hey, Nadine. Oh, the color's a little changed on camera. But can you see a little bit of that shimmer? It's so pretty. And that's the same color. Again, how dark, how light do you want to go? Right? Hey, Maria. Then we've got the Dragonfly Denim, which is right here. And again, you can see the shimmer in there,
Penny.
right?
Here.
Hey, Miss Penny. We've got the Gnome Berry Bordeaux. I love that. Look at the name. Oh, come on. Gnome Berry Bordeaux. And that's this one right here. It's like this wine color. Sometimes you see a little bit more of that, red, that burgundy. And sometimes you see more of the coppery kind of feel to it. And depending on how thick you layer it or you lay it down, you can also get a little bit of that brown greenish kind of color. Again, they're a mix of all kinds of colors. Sparkling Sunset is down here. This one to me looks a little bit more orangey. I'm sorry, more yellow than the orange that they have here. In certain spots, I can see the orange, but maybe I just didn't apply enough product. Okay. So again, this is why my swatches are so useful, right? And you can see how beautiful they mingle. Oh, and then finally we have the Fairy Garden Green. I mean, seriously? They had me at Fairy. And that one is really a good swatch. Look at that. Fairy Garden. And you can see where some of that, the Bordeaux kind of came and blended a bit in there. Okay. So gorgeous, gorgeous. Love the Enchanted Forest set. So that we did the swatches for already. Then the Glitzy Magical, it's a really interesting one because, yes, of course, on its own is delicious. You have Glitzy Gold, Scintillating Silver, Showstopper Copper, Snazzy Sparkle, and Ritzy Rose Gold. And this looks really pink. It's not. It's a rose gold. And it really is a rose gold when you put it down. See that? That's just, oh, right? So I was going to tell you, this one, you can use it on its own. But the cool thing is, if you have any of the other magicals that are flat, so if you bought something like the Caribbean one, for example, or maybe some of the Lindy sprays, and they have that sepia or that flat color to it, you can actually add this one, any of these colors, to make it sparkly, to add your ritzy, your metallics, right?
Sorry, Nadine. She says
So,
I'm going to be quiet today. I got some
oh
business.
no, Nadine. Yes, be careful. Just sit there and keep us company. So there's that gorgeous rose gold. Then down here, which is very hard to see on the white. I mean, on black, that would look gorgeous, but you can still see it. Can you see it? Look at that shimmer. Mm-mm-mm. That one is the Snazzy Sparkle. This one right here. And then you've got the Showstopper Copper. And you can see the difference between the rose gold and the copper. This is like a penny, like true. And look, do you see it? It's a true copper color, where this is a pink.
Girl says
Then you've
there's
got,
so many sets I still need.
I know. There's your glitzy gold, right? And then down here, you have the silver, which is gorgeous. Like that, oh my gosh, on ornaments or just as a little bit of trickle somewhere, like when you're doing mixed media, it would be gorgeous too. So
Hi, Jeannie.
hard to see. Hey, Jeannie, hard to see. I know on the white these two, but they are very, very pretty, and hopefully they do come across. And if we have time, we might even put them on black just to see what they look like, because I like to see that myself. So let's keep this one off to the side, and if we have enough room or time, we're going to do that. But let's get right into it, because that's what you came for, right? For us to play. So let's play. I always cover my surface because they are permanent. They actually do have permanent mediums to them. So yeah, like if you get them on your fingers, they'll be that color for a day or two, okay? At least until you wash your hair and do some dishes and take a shower. So you want to protect your surface, you want to protect your hands if that is something that matters to you, right? And I am just going to use just plain old cardstock. That's it. Nothing fancy smancy. I had done my old swatches. My old swatches I had
Hi,
done.
Becky. Becky Swartzlander
Hey
here.
Becky. In gorgeous watercolor paper, and oh, they play so nice. And again, depending on the surfaces too, they'll play so nicely. So I love using watercolor, but for the sake of this, just so that we can do some swatches and not do anything fancy smancy, so you guys can see a true worst case scenario. How's that? We're gonna do it just on plain paper. Now, these sets are brand new. Anytime that you get these, they're going to be a little tight until you use them a few times, and you might be sitting there going, are you serious? Very simply,
Hi,
put a needle. Hey, I'm a needle. Hi, cat. A scissor in here, and just gently, try not to break it, kind of try to move it around. Don't make me look bad. Oh, it's going to make me look bad. Hang on. Come on. There you go. Okay. And so gently just twist and remove. Okay, we're going to do that with this one. And then we'll go back to that other stubborn one. See, that one came off real easy. And once you've done that a few times, they'll come across. Oh, that was easy. Now all of a sudden it just moved. They'll just get looser and looser. So it'll make it that much simpler. The sets, they're sold, of course, as shakers. You guys have seen us sell those. Actually, we did those last week, right? We did some shakers last week, if I'm not mistaken. We done the sets and we've also done the sprays. So they come in different formats or different looks. The sets are gorgeous in the sense that they play really well together and they're all very different. If you grab these three, which are brand new to me, and some of these are brand new, by the way, the Great White North is one of the newer sets. So is Northern Lights, if I'm not mistaken. And then Steampunk is kind of newer, but I didn't have one because I gave mine up. So, haha, now we're going to try it. You guys ready? And you can see how different they are. Even though sometimes they have yellows and greens and teals, they all have very, very different colors. So it's nice to have all. Okay, we are not.
What kind of paper is that?
Plain cardstock.
Hi, Miss Debbie.
Hey, Debbie. Just plain old white cardstock. Nothing fancy smancy. So you are going to see some paper warping because I'm not using watercolor or heavy paper. It's just cardstock. Okay? Like you would have in your home. One of the things that I'm going to be doing is just keeping it simple. I'm not going to do any, and I mean, we can if we have enough time. I'll show you how to use it with texture paste or embossing folders, maybe, because those results are amazing. But for now, we're just going to be doing our swatches. So the first thing I like to do is I always spritz my paper just lightly on both sides. One, it prevents warping. Two, it helps my powders not to go everywhere, okay? And that's another recommendation. When you're using your powders, the first time you go to open them, they might have this, see, little seal. I've seen people that make little holes in these and then just use them as shakers. That's up to you. I just remove mine and stick them there on the inside. And see, don't be deceived. If you, here, let me put it this way. If you're going to be playing with magicals, my recommendation is only one at a time so that you do not lose the caps. Because if you get like 20 sets and start playing, you won't remember what color is which. That looks nothing. That would never tell me that that's what color I'm going to get, right? How did I get that dirty already? Hang on. Oh, because my mat was probably dirty. It was. Look at that. It had some stuff on there. Okay. So I only use one at a time, especially when I'm doing swatches, or I keep the lids in front of them like this so I don't make any boo-boos. The other thing is don't sneeze, right? Like don't have that open container next to you and sneeze or have a fan on. They're not super, super light, but obviously they are powders. The other thing is they do settle sometimes. So if you want to give it a little shake, especially with all the traveling and stuff, that's kind of cool too. It kind of helps the colors to kind of blend in a little bit again in case some are heavier, some pigments are heavier than others. Okay, so back to where we were. I spritz so that the powder doesn't go everywhere, and we're just going to put some powder. That's all. It doesn't take a whole lot, which is why I'm using a fan brush. I know you can barely see it. It really is a tiny amount. So they'll last you a long, long time. And that little spritz helps it to not fly away. And then when I spray, I go gently at first, and then I saturate a little bit more, and boom, you see that? Gorgeous. That's it. We're done. Ta-da! So, and that's cool. It almost looks like a heart. Look.
Yeah. Hi, Lisa. Lisa Jace.
Hey, Lisa. Do you see how awesome that presentation was? I'm done. So, it doesn't take a whole lot.
Maria says, Maddie, are you going to be selling those on the sale tonight?
Yeah, we can do sets. I don't have a whole lot, but whatever I have, we can do, and then I can always play place an order because we done magicals a couple of times. Now you can feel free to kind of swirl it around some if you want. If you want more control, you also have your brush, right? And water. So if you want to feather it out or anything like that, you can. And this is why I kind of gave us 2 hours, because it's not so much the how hard it is. It's just because I have to dry these. Why do I have to dry them? Because I'm doing swatches. If I was just doing, some kind of a cool mixed media background, I would just put all my powders and then spray and then move it around and let it do its thing and I'd be done. But I want to keep colors true. So I have to dry so they don't mingle too much. Okay. So we're going to be doing a lot of drying. Be patient. And if you have your magicals, go get them and play. We'll play together. We'll do some swatches, or you can do some backgrounds while we wait. Grab a canvas, grab tags, grab anything, and have fun. So you can see that where it's like really feathered out, look how light that can be. Super light. See it down here? Like watercolors. Where it's more saturated, you see the saturation. This is still wet, of course. And then where I kind of left it to sit a little bit more, you can see some of that silver pigment in there, right? If I want to break that up, I love that though. But let's say that you don't and you're like, well, that looks like a blob. I love it because it's texture. If you don't like it, just grab your brush and, kind of wet it and then just move it around, right? So I'll show you that just for the sake of the sample here. Grab a little bit of water and then just see, pat it down. And then you can just move it around if you like, feather it out, or even spritz it again. But I like my clumpies. I just did that just for you guys, okay? All right, so that is, what color are we on? That was Apothecary Azure. Gorgeous. And yes, we can say that's pretty true to color. Okay, let's do our Petticoat Plum. Okay, so same thing. I'm actually going to go down here just to let that dry a little bit more. Light spritz again because my paper's kind of dry. Again, it's a new one, so I have to pull my little packaging off. Ooh, look at that already. It's moving. Wow. Oh my God, that is gorgeous. Wowzers, wowzers. Okay, no more because that, and again, this is why you want to do some swatches too. And if you want to take notes like on the back of your swatches, that's another good reason why. Some of these colors pack a lot of punch, like really super vibrant. And this is going to be one of those. Look. Wow. Do you guys see that? I hope you can because it's delish. I'm going to add a little bit more water here and there. Yeah. We're going to move it around and then we're going to start drying.
Hi, Kateri here.
Hello, Kateri. Ooh, that's a lot of color. Look at that pool over there. Like I can totally feather that out. I've got so much product on here. I could probably do a whole tag. I can. Uh-oh. Oh, by the way, when that happens, don't get rid of that. You can use it on anything else you have laying handy. But here, I'm going to show you what I do, especially if I'm working with one color by itself. I let all that runoff go. That's fine. And then I'm going to come back in.
Are you using watercolor paper?
No, just cardstock. Regular cardstock. That's why it's warping. You see how warped it is? Which is fine because once we adhere it to our tag or whatever we're using, it will not be an issue. Of course, these are just my samples. These are just my swatches. If you want to do like pretty tags on a ring for swatches, oh my goodness, look at that. But what I was going to show you is when that happens, you can come back in with your paper and watch, just kind of scoop it. And it just kind of sucks it right back up. See that?
Using regular cardstock, what waterproofers can you use?
Anything, any paper, any surface, a canvas, tags, anything. There is no set anything that you have to use. If you wanted to use printer paper, honestly, you probably could. Now, I would go ahead and back it up. Hey, Mrs. Debbie, how are ya? You can go ahead and then back it up. Once you adhere it to like a tag, like if you are putting it on I don't know, in a journal, or you're making a tag for a gift for someone, then once you back up even the printer paper, that'll work. Of course, honestly, for me, the nicer result comes from watercolor paper. But as you can see, even regular cardstock will work. All right, we're going to let that dry a little bit on its own. We picked up most of it.
Do not use copy paper unless you're going to back it with something.
Yep, exactly. Let's let that dry on its own. We've done these two. Let's bring in, let's bring in the yesteryear yellow. Cool. Let's go down here. Again, I'm going to spritz. There are little bits. You see where I kind of sprinkled? You see there's little tiny bits. That's okay. That's all right. That's just like a touch. It won't make or break our sample or what we're working with. Again, if you're doing just like a background, that's delicious, right? That mix of colors. Oh, see how that looks completely brown? Let's see. But once it touches the water, here, hang on. Once it touches the water, see the color that starts to run off of it? And we haven't even sprayed it yet. Well, we're going to do just a little bit because this one looks powerful as well. We can always add more. Oh yeah, look at that. Yum, yum. Let's keep it that way for now. Again, remembering to close our jars so Maddie doesn't have a Maddie moment. Oh, look. Oops, I let it run into the blue, but that's okay. It's going to look cool. Wow, look at that plum color. Ooh. And it will lighten up a little bit once it actually dries. Yeah, absolutely. Man, even stretch out your own white fabric or something over something and then just play. Of course, they will also move a lot yummier if you pre-gesso your surface. We know that, right? Wow, I totally ran into the blue. So we might get a green. Yes, princess? Is there a pink? Yes, of course. There's multiple sets that have pinks and everything from a light pink all the way to like a fuchsia, right? All right, we're going to let that continue to dry on its own. Let's go back to this a little bit. And if you heat your paper from both sides, it will help you to flatten it out, especially if it's really thin paper like this one. So it helps with the warping a little bit. Okay, we're going to let those do their thing. Isn't that gorgeous? Look, we haven't even done anything. We're just making swatches. Okay, so we've done these three. Let's do our top hat teal. We'll leave the brown for last. Where should we go with that one? Let's go here. We have plenty of room here for teal. See, look, I had a whole bunch of other, I can pat some of that down. This one, the plum, is like super, super pigmented. Like it's just super strong. Hey, Michelle.
Hello,
Yeah, we can do magicals today.
How are you?
We can do more. We've done a few. Now, these new ones, yes, that's what I kind of, that the whole thing started with the new colors coming in, and then I started playing. And then it all went to my head, and it was too much fun to stop. And there you have it. Here we are. So the new colors, yes. And then I can also show you what else I have in house. And if there's something that you guys want that I have swatches for, I can also order those for you on Monday. They don't take very long. They're here in the US, so they are fairly quickly to arrive. Ooh, I see some green in here. Well, of course, we got to get blue and green to get teal, right? Ooh, and I see a little bit of like a forest mossy green. How pretty. Now, in this area where it's kind of stubborn, this is where you can come in. I mean, it's cool. I like the white space, but if you wanted to kind of break that up again, you have more control with your water brush, and then you can even bring it down if you wanted to connect, with the next color. And so you can do all kinds of more control techniques this way, right? All right, and let's dry that. The other thing is, like I told you guys, you can always come back with more color. So for the swatches, I'm kind of going heavy-handed, but if you wanted a lighter teal, you can come in with just a little bit, and then if need be, add more, and then add more, and then add more. And that's another cool way of getting little different pools in there too. Oh my God, this is so cool. Look at where that boo-boo happened. That is so cool. It made like this, I don't know, this golden greenish color because of the yellow and the blue. Super cool. Let's dry from the bottom a bit. And from the top. I don't know if you guys can see the paper, how it actually starts to either wiggle up or wiggle down. It's pretty neat how you can straighten it. Yeah, it is, right? It is. I agree, Kelly. There is a place here called Wakulla Springs, which is a natural spring. And it is, I think it's the deepest or largest spring in the US or in the world, or I don't remember. I don't remember what they said in the tour, but they have in the gift shop, they have the rocks, and you can actually get the rock. It's like a whole rock, and then you break it yourself and open it, and then it reveals like all the crystals and cool stuff inside. And I think next time I'm going to get Madison one of those for homeschooling. Oh, this one's so gorgeous. Wait till I show you. Wait, I got to show you this. Look at these. Can you guys see those?
Yeah.
It's got like these little flecks of, I don't know. It's not a silver. I don't know what it is, but it's gorgeous right there. I'm going to have to take some still photos for you guys. Okay. Now, wherever you let it pool, yes, happy accident, right? And again, this is one of those things where no two will ever look the same, no matter what you do. But you can have some control by using a water brush. You can actually, if I didn't like this, I can come back in with the blue again. So you do have some control. So nothing ever goes to waste, right? You don't say, oh, this is trash, I'm going to throw it away. I'll be honest with you, it's pretty much impossible to mess up with magicals. It's really good for beginners or someone who is like unsure of color theory, or maybe just kind of wants to experiment. Like I said, Madison loves them. So they're great even for kids. They really are that friendly. All right, let's bring in that brown, and then I think we're going to do more blue just because my swatch is like too small, I think. But let's do some brown down here. Oh, that purple just keeps on giving. Do you guys see it? The magenta?
Mariana says I love to do backgrounds with Lindy because each of them is different.
Yep. True, one of a kind. Nobody can recreate these things. I love magicals. This is one of those things where if you're in a funk, or maybe it's been a rough week or a rough day, you can just get them out, not think about anything, put in your favorite podcast, music, sermon. Oh, wow. Did you guys see that explode? Wow. It looked like fireworks. Wowzers. Hang on. Let me bring it up. Try not to move it. It just did this firework kind of thing. But you just sit there and just not even think and just let it do its thing and just make beautiful things. But it doesn't require a whole lot of, oh my gosh, I need to plan. I need to take out all these gazillion, tools. And, sometimes we're in the mood for those projects where we're like, yeah, I'm going to do something. But sometimes we're not. And we just want to do something relaxing and basic. And, this is where I think magicals are also part of that magic. I might have added a little too much water, guys. Just a little bit. It's okay. We can bring it in and do a little bit of our moving around. We will bring it in here and leave enough space for our blue. Ooh, that looks yummy. Now it looks delicious. The yellow blob is painting in the blue. The yellow blob is painting in the blue blob. Hold up a portrait. Oh, look at me reading chat and letting everything just run everywhere. Okay, hang on. Focus, Maddie. Some days I do like a ton of backgrounds, and then maybe a month later I pick up again and make a journal. That's right. You can just sit there and do some backgrounds, make some tags. And then later on, when you feel like it, you're like, you know what? Today's my layering day. I have all of these backgrounds. And now I'm going to go back in and I'm going to create, I'm going to add some stickers and some collaging and a little bit of this and a little bit of that. And then before you know it, you have these amazing, whatever tags, playing cards, card fronts, right? Because we always need backgrounds for when we are going to send our cards. And you're like, well, I got to get all this stuff out. Well, not if you have it ready. And especially if you do like color families, like maybe some pink and backgrounds and just mix different pinks, then maybe some blues and teals, some warm colors, some cool colors. And then when you're looking for that perfect purple background to go with that one sticker, you can just kind of flip through your backgrounds and use them as a card base or as a pocket. Wow. Wait till you guys see the metallic shimmer in this one. Do you see it? Oh my goodness gracious, that's delicious. Again, there's some here, so I'm going to just pick it up by letting the paper absorb it, and then it just picks it right back up. See? Oh, that's a cool idea, Kelly. Yes, right, Michelle?
Lacey says, is that what you see in the paint?
Yeah, it's almost like what are those? The ink blot tests? What do you see? I don't know. The page might just speak to you. Okay. So we're going to leave that. Like I said, I'm going to go ahead and come back in with a little bit more blue. And that's what I meant. You can always add more, right? I'm going to try not to mess with that. If I wanted super control, I can just, here, you know what? Let me do it just for the sake of showing you once. So again, these are my backgrounds, so I'm not interested in doing too much play with them. But if you want to, you can dampen your brush and just dip right in. See? And pick up color. And then you can bring that down. You can either pick up more water or you can just spray it. And then I can control a little bit more where I'm going with it. How far do I want to go? How deep of a color do I want? If I want more, I can come back in, pick up a little bit more water, dip it again. Again, just a little bit on my nib. I mean, not my nib, my tip, my brush, and then do one of these and just have more, control as to where it is that I want to go with it. All right. So you can pick up directly, is my point, from your, and then I always like to do this. I just kind of squeeze my excess water and color off onto my page so it doesn't go to waste. And then just dry that. And we now have another swatch. And I'm really going to dry this so I can write my names on here.
Or this is the water reacts with white ink to make but still making effects to the time.
Cool. I love that, those little areas right there. Hang on. Ori just made a tutorial video. I don't know if you guys saw it. If you missed it, you should go watch it. I was so proud of her. I was like, woohoo, she did it. She did it. And it's in Spanish. Well, I think most of it is. And I'm trying to remember. But you can follow along. It's like this, You can see what she's doing and look at that yumminess. If you guys see that bit of a
crazy. Where did I put my magical safe place?
Oh no. She's like, I put him away so well that now I can't find them. Hello, Jen. How are ya?
That's Debbie.
Yes. Hi. How are ya? It's good to see you. We are having a great day. We are playing. What better thing to do, right, than just break out our stuff and just play? Because we can. Because we should. And of course, it's always nice to have your swatches for your products. And then, of course, you can always, don't forget, make notes on the back of your swatches as far as what you've used, what your thoughts were on it, tips that you've maybe have heard here or seen in other videos, or that you experimented with yourself and you're like, oh, note. Aw, thanks. She is amazing. All right, so let's write.
About your daughter or someone else's daughter?
Carrie Azure. All right, then we've got the petticoat plum. Let's put that where? Here, I guess.
Auntie says I'm doing laundry, not fun, but I get to watch Maddie's video.
Yay!
Laundry's not fun.
Keep you company. Fun, then let's do our bandolier brown. I love how they come up with their names. Huh?
Donna said I have to scoot. Not sure when I'll be back.
Okay. Bye, Donna. Thanks for stopping in. Where were we? Bandolier brown.
Jenny, sorry.
Bandolier
have a good day.
Brown. And this is why I like to leave white spots so I can write names. Yesteryear yellow.
Yeah, it was amazing.
And then we're missing what? The top hat teal.
Yeah.
And there we go. So we now have a whole nother swatch for the Steampunk Soiree. Is it double E? Yeah, it is. All right. Ta-da! All right. Let's move on to our next one. What do you guys think about that one? Yeah? Gorgeous, right? Oh, and it's even prettier in person. If you see, like when I bring it up, you can see some of those.
One of each, please.
Some of that deliciousness in there that is just impossible to capture from afar, but just gorgeous. Which one was your favorite? Do you have a favorite? Would you say the blue, the teal, the yellow, the brown, or the plum? Hey, Mitzi. Oh, or you missed them. I think I have a few left. I know they are limited.
Yellow for Lisa, purple for Joy.
We did those 2 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago. Yep. They are no more. But I do have a few left in house. I'll ask Madison, can you go ask your dad for the sifters? Hey, Christina. Yellow. Purple.
What is it?
Oh, thanks, hon. The little sifters, we only have like a few singles left.
Just single?
Yeah, they're like single. They look like these, but they're smaller little pods. By the way, as I explained during that when I did the sifters, the packaging is smaller. However, the content is more. It is actually almost the same amount as the large shakers. So they just changed the packaging. Hang on, I wanted to see who was interested in what. The voting. I love to see what people like. Teal. Wow, we're like all over the place. Well, 2 yellows. We got 2 for yellow. All of them. Debbie, that's cheating. Yellow and plum. Yeah, the yellow seems to be winning. Ooh, coffee. Yes, please. Okay, cool. All right, so let's go ahead and put that one aside. And let's do the next one. Okay, this is it. We did that one. This one is new. Ooh. Oh my gosh, these names are hysterical. That's just funny.
That's it.
No, there's more than just one.
Oh, look.
Look again. Yeah. Oh my gosh, there's one left. No, I'm pretty sure like onesies, maybe like 2 or 3 more. Unless they came in as a back order.
All right.
Could be. Oh, Ori. Uh-oh. I got one stuck. All right, we better hurry. Oh no, it's almost 3. No.
Miss Debbie says if there's such a thing as a bad color.
I don't think so, Debbie. I don't know. I haven't found one yet. Not in these. So let's see. But look at these names.
Double dose of Madi today.
Polite. People. Purple. Maple syrup. Bronze. Emerald.
Hi, Dawn Marie's here.
Get it? Like Canadian? That's awesome.
Say hi, Dawn Marie.
Hey, Dawn Marie. I love this name. I just saw it. Canadian Bacon Blush. Hockey Puck Black. Okay, that is cool. It's all like Canadian inspired. I love it. I can't wait to see that emerald. Okay, here we go. Let's do this. Without further ado, just jump right in. We've talked plenty, right? So let's do this.
Who comes up with these things?
I don't know. I love it though. Oh man, I had stuff on my fingers.
You did.
Uh-oh. Oh well, whatever. Whatever. Polite people, purple.
Yeah, a couple more.
Uh-huh.
I mean, nothing.
Yeah, I know. But at least it's ones and twosies.
Mhm.
Thank you, sir. Actually, can I have them for later in the sale? Can you
Yeah.
put them on the table? Thank you, sir. You're the best. Merci. Okay,
Diane.
here we go. Wait, I picked the wrong one. Maple syrup bronze, I guess. I was going to do purple. Wait, what? This is my purple. Oh my gosh, see what I mean? You cannot go by the color of the powder. I thought I picked up the wrong color. This is the purple.
The girl says, why, Maddie? Why? You showed one of the Calusa of us.
So imagine if you had this just laying all over the place with 20 lids all around. There is no way. So if you're like one of those people that like to play that way, you need to label this on the bottom because there is no way you would know that this is a purple. Okay. All right, ready? Let's go. Woohoo! Fireworks. Oh, yum. Yum, yum. Mm-hmm. All right, let's keep it right there. Let's freeze it. Oh, that's pretty. I see a little bit of the blue, a little bit of the red, and then I see a little bit of gold. Magical, that's right. We're making magic today, right? Oh, it's got like this really cool, like, hang on, let me show you when it's wet. See the gold? Like just swimming on top. Look, see it? And then it kind of came over here. But do you see it swimming? Oh, so pretty.
The girls is magical.
Yes.
What paper are you using? Beautiful.
Just plain cardstock. Yep.
They act so much like watercolor.
Huh?
They act so much like watercolor.
Yes, they do. And you can watercolor with these.
Is that what they look on black cardstock?
Well, some of them, and that's what we're going to do. If we have enough time, we have an hour. And again, usually if you're just playing, you're just doing all of your colors, you're spraying them, you put them off to the side, but I'm having to dry every one of these. So it's taking a little bit longer.
Yolanda's here.
Hey, Yolanda.
When, Yolanda says, hi, Wendy.
Okay, look at that. And that was the Polite People Purple. Gorgeous. I'm not even going to mess. I could just drag that gold and make it look more like that. See that? But I'm not gonna. I'm going to leave those clusters right there because I love them just the way they are. Okay, then we were going to do what? Let's do the maple brown.
Hiya, friend. Michelle says,
Right? With the gold. Joy, I agree. Did I say hi, Joy? I'm sorry. I don't remember now. Ooh. Maple syrup. Here we go. It's a bronze. Oh, look at that. Like one little fleck. And look at what it's starting to do. Do you guys see that? Like just little bits. And then it's going to start doing its awesomeness. Here we go. Let's spray. Bam! I like that. I feel like that infomercial. Wasn't there a guy that used to say bam or shabam or maybe that was ShamWow. I thought there was an infomercial guy that used to say that. Ooh, I think we need more. Let's spread it out some more. We need a bigger swatch.
what? Soul?
Emerald. Oh, it was a chef, not an infomercial. Got it. He's a chef, right? I think he's a chef. You know this looks like? Like a coffee stain with a bit of gold.
Yeah, kind of says yes.
Yeah, he was a chef. Yeah, that's what I thought. I think my mother-in-law used to watch him.
Trying to type looking into this one.
Don't do that.
She said, yeah.
Let's bring some of
What
that
are you
in.
guys up to today? I want to know, you guys are doing
Like a walnut stain. Yeah, almost. It just reminds me of coffee, like when we coffee dye paper and we get those like really dark spots like these. That's what it reminds me of. What, love?
What else do you look what you're up to today?
Well, they're here, baby.
Later, what are you guys up to later?
They're going to be at the sale later. Oh, yeah, don't forget. So after this, we have an hour of play. Then we're going to go into our weekly sale. And woo, do I have some pretties? Yes, of course, I'll have some magicals for you guys. But oh, you know what we haven't done also? The sprays. Maybe we should.
Yes, I spotted on my coffee dye paper.
Yes, splatters, coffee. Look at that. But it's got some cool kind of different tones going on here too. It's like coffee dyeing to the max. It's what this is like. So I'll show you here in a second.
Thank you for the thumbs up,
So you
guys.
see, oh yes, thank you so much for the thumbs up. See, cool undertones. You see that?
Betty Donna has her eye on.
It's not as green as it looks right now. It looks kind of greenish on the camera. It's not that green at all. It's more like coffee with a little bit of gold. And if you can see even here where it's sprayed out a little bit, it's more like an orangey type of a, right? Almost like a tea stain. I bet you if we water this down a lot, I bet you this could look like water staining or coffee dyeing. I'm almost positive. See? More to play with.
Michelle says, Maddie, could we try and do the magicals early-ish? Please, sale is very late my time.
Maddie, could we try to do magicals early-ish? Yeah, sure. Just remind me. Don't let me forget, okay? Because you know me, I get all over. It does seem to have a little bit of yeah.
Kelly says, Maddie, Donna had her eyes on a couple of sets, but I need to drift out an hour between 3 and 4.
Yeah, I will try and do them early then. So don't let me forget. You guys know me by now. For those of you who have been here long enough, you know I am, like a squirrel. I'm like squirrel.
So.
And then I go off to somewhere else. But
hi, Bevy.
Keep me in line. Hey, Bev. Magic calls. That's right.
Penny says, I'm back to finish lunch.
Lunch. Okay, here we go. Let's go.
You too. Kelly says, but we love you.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's what makes it fun. What if I was boring, right? You guys would be bored to death. Come on. I keep it exciting. That's why I tell Bernie all the time. I said, I know. I keep it exciting because you never know what the heck I'm thinking. It's like, whoa. Okay, I got to show you this. Look at what's happening. Do you see that? Ooh. All right, let's add more water though. I mean, it would be awesome to freeze it right there. Just leave it. Don't touch it. I mean, look at that. But I'm doing swatches. Yeah. So I'm going to try and mix it all up. Okay, there. I think that's why men love us, And if you guys are out there listening, tell me if you disagree. I think the fact that you guys don't know whether we're coming or going just keeps it interesting. Guys are like, yeah, I don't know. Ooh, pretty. Okay, that emerald really is emerald. It lived up to its name by all means. All right, let's try this. It's got some gold in there. Right? I'm so confused. I tell Bernie all the time, you know why I confuse you? Because I'm confused myself, okay? I don't know what I want. I know what I want, but I don't. So there.
Yeah.
Keep it interesting. You don't know if I'm coming or going.
Hi, Claudia.
Hey, Claudia.
Don't I have these? Do you have them in stock?
Yeah, some I do. We'll see what we've got. And if we don't have them in stock, it's not a worry because I placed the order on Monday and they're like super quick. They're like a week. I think I ordered on Tuesday and I had them by Tuesday. Yeah, so I think it only took a week. Like 7 days, like 5 business days. So whatever I don't have in house, I can show you and we can place an order and have them by next week in your boxes. A little too much warping there. Straighten up. All right, we're going to let that finish drying on its own. Now, did that live up to its name? Yes, it did. It looks just like the swatch. Look, identical, like identical. Yay. So far, we're batting 100, guys. Look, we're batting 100. All right, let's see. Is anything going to surprise us? Let's leave black for last. That's going to be the most dangerous one, right? Because I think that's just going to overpower. So let's do the Canadian Bacon Blush. And how about if we go like all in here? I probably should have dried that green more. Oh, well. We'll have a little blend. I don't think this one's going to be very overpowering because you can see it's a light blush color. It's supposed to be. Let's see. Let's see. And we go. Where did Kateri go? Did Kateri leave me? Kateri. Okay. Let's unwork it.
Oriana says those using be paint, so they have some extra color.
What's that? Say it again, honey.
Those new used to be paint, so you don't have extra color.
I'm going to use my brush. I need to manipulate that paper.
Says they're hanging up a mirror.
Oh, yes. I forgot. I did forget. Let me add a little bit more. See how it kind of turned into a watercolor because I used my brush? But I'm going to still kind of come back and forth, mix some of that more in. Again, if I was just doing play on a canvas, I would not mix any of that because it looks gorgeous like that. Mm-hmm. But I'm going to mix it a little bit. Mm-hmm. Clean off my brush so nothing goes to waste. So I'm basically just squeezing all the color that was left on there onto my... All right, that is a blush. It's gorgeous. Speaking of that soft pink that I said, some of the sets, this is probably one of the softest pinks I've seen. Usually it is the sprays that have the more muted colors versus the magicals tend to have more of the punch, right? Yeah, that is pretty, isn't it? Canadian Bacon Blush. What a name. Here we go. Woohoo. All right, we're going to completely dry this though because that black, I don't know, right? A little bit scary. But we'll find out together. It's either going to be like a wow moment or like a, oh, yeah, too much moment. Or maybe too little. But if you guys know me, it probably won't be too little. Because, yeah. I am not afraid of oopsies. Wow, that is pretty. It's got like shimmer under coat, like a base. Wait, I'll show you here in a second. It's still wet in some areas, but can you see? So hard. Can you see it? It's like a pink champagne, almost like a sparkly, I don't know, pink champagne. It's so gorgeous. Okay, that might be one of my favorites. Honestly, I love that. Here we go. You guys ready? Okay. Fear not. Carpe diem. Let's go. Let's do it. Oh, I am going to love it. Okay. I'm not afraid anymore. Embrace it. Here we go. It's Hockey Puck Black. Now let's not go too crazy, Maddie. Oh my goodness. I want to leave it just like that, but I can't. Look, I just don't want to do. I want to leave it like that. If this was my tag or something, I'd be leaving it like that. But let's. Oh, I love it. Yes, please, and thank you. That is gorgeous. Wait. I need to get some more of it down here, but I don't want it going into my. Hold up, guys. I don't want it necessarily going into, but I want to go a little deeper. Okay, cool. There. That's all I needed. That is gorgeous. It's not like a it's kind of funny because when I saw their picture, I was like, I don't know if that's a black. It's almost like a grayish. I don't know. See it? It's like a gray, greenish gray. I mean, I don't know. Greenish gray, black, bluish. And now I get it. It really is that color. This one is a brand new one. It's called Northern Lights. It's the Canadian set. That's what I'm going to call it. Wow, that is gorgeous. So no need to fear that one, guys. It is stunning. Ooh, that's so pretty. Oh yeah, I'm going to pick some of that up because I'm not going to let it go to waste. What did Kat say? Yay, Kat found them. Don't you love that when you put something away and then you can't remember where you put it away? And you'll like even have conversations with yourself and you'll be like, I know I told myself I'm going to put it here because I said, whatever. And it made sense. So where are they? So okay, this is gorgeous. That is absolutely stunning. Look at that. And it's not even dry yet. Love. Okay, so see, all that panicking for nothing. I don't think there's anything left on that brush, but just in case. Okay, so that was Northern Lights. Let's see. How do we do? Yes, identical. Yes, identical. Even the browns and the yellows, we did perfect swatch. Yes, identical. See, I told you, it's not skill. It's just they're beautiful. Yes, identical. And definitely, yes, identical. Gorgeous. Hey, Jenny Lee. All right. We've got another swatch. I'm going to set this one off to the side. Well, no, we need to write our names. Hang on. Oh, I put it away. I'm going to forget. Oh, Jenny Lee. Working. Oh, that reminds me. Next week, I'm going to be live Friday. Possibly Friday and Saturday, but definitely Friday. Okay. So I'm moving the sale and don't let me forget to announce it, please, when we are live for the sale today, starting at 4. Okay. In an hour, because I might forget. I should probably write that down. So we're going to be Friday. So please write that down before I forget. We're going to be doing Friday sale instead of Saturday. If I have enough time, I can come back in on Saturday and, do some extra stuff. So we might have a 2-day sale, but definitely, for sure, Friday. Okay, I think that's dry. So write it down. Don't forget, because next Saturday you're going to be looking for me and wonder, what happened? And then it'll hit you and you'll be like, oh, yeah. Polite. People. Purple. Okay, then we've got maple syrup. Maple syrup bronze. We've got emerald. I love the names. Emerald. Question mark. Then we've got Canadian bacon. Canadian bacon blush.
Yeah.
And emerald. Oh, I already did that one. Oh, this one. Hockey puck. Where are we going to write that? Here. No. Up here. I should have left more room. Oh, well, here. Hockey puck black. Okay. And this set is Northern Lights. All right. One more swatch done. Hey, Julie. How are you? Okay, let's do our last set. Woohoo, we did it, guys. We're doing good on time. Ta-da. Okay, this one is called Great White North. It's got Banffed blue. Does that say routine gold? I can't see. What does that say? Poutine? Potine? Somebody tell me how to pronounce that, please, and what it means. It looks like routine, but with a P. Canada Crimson, Looney Toony Teal, and Beaver Tail Brown. Oh my God, I love these names. That one's going to be gorgeous. I don't know what that means. It's a Canadian thing, I'm sure. It's poutine. And what does poutine mean? It's a Canadian word, right? Because we have, again, Canada Crimson, Beaver Tail Brown, Banffed Blue. What is that? Somebody tell me. But delicious. Now, these are going to be rich, rich colors. Poutine French fries? Jeannie? I've never heard of such a thing. How do I not know this? What is a poutine French fry? Tell me. Is it just like a region of Canada? Kelly. French fries, cheese curds, and brown gravy. Oh, it's a Canadian thing. I was right about that. Cheese curds and really? Is it good? Has anybody ever had it? I don't know. Oh, did we clean the mat? I keep leaving product on the mat and then it transfers onto my paper. Not to mention that it's all over my gloves. Wikipedia told me. Okay, 1950s. Oh, okay. Oh, see? Okay, let's use this side. Okay, let's go. Here we go. Banff Blue. French fries and brown gravy. Wait, is it like... Do they put the gravy on top of the French fries? No, because they would get soggy. You would dip like a French dip. Yummy mess. Okay, now I'm going to have to find some. You guys know me and trying anything weird. I love different cuisines. Look at Madison. She's already like, yes, I'm in. Okay, here we go. All right, just a little sprinkle because I have a feeling this blue is going to be like in our face. Oh, I was right. Oh my gosh. Ooh, this set would be awesome for inks, guys, for the quills. Wow. Okay, I don't even know how to. Here we go. Mucho ink, guys. No. Whoa, that kind of ran away.
Hi, Julie.
Hey, Julie. Wow, I know, right? Big time wow, Jen. It was like, bam. Woo. Okay, a little sprinkle goes a long, long way. In this set, yeah. Wow. This one reminds me of the,
Oh my goodness.
right? Look at that. This set reminds me of what is the name of it? The Alice one, the Mad Hatter set. The Mad Hatter set has like, whoa, the colors on there are like super rich. And just a little bit goes a long, long way.
Kelly says that blue matches Betty's nails more well.
It does, right? It matches my nails and my shirt. Look. Ta-da! Oh, I don't think I've ever seen him in Florida, Jeannie. Where would I get Canadian food? Maybe in Tampa?
You think?
I'm gonna, if I have to figure it out, if I had to guess, that would be the only place I would know. Not around here.
There's nothing in Tampa.
I've never seen a Canadian restaurant. I have to Google.
What they have here, do you know?
All right, let's let that dry on its own a bit because we're gonna not make it.
Know what kind of stuff that they have in a Canadian
Look at
restaurant?
that. Oh, wow. Ooh. Yee. Gorgeous. All right, let's go with, I don't know, the next one. How's that? Let's go down here.
Alright.
We're going to go light this time.
There are 2 places in Tampa, Kelly says.
Really? Okay, I'll have to Google it next time we're in Tampa for sure. Ooh, pretty, pretty. Poutine gold. I just learned poutine.
No cheese, curry, just French fries, brownie, cream on top. Jeannie says.
I thought the gravy would be on the side because otherwise it would get soggy, but I guess not.
It reminds me of Creativation Mag when you sprayed the spray acrylic sprays.
When you sprayed and sprayed and sprayed the acrylic sprays. What did I do? Something crazy, probably. You know me. I don't remember, but I believe you.
Yeah.
I am not afraid of color nor play. Trust me. I'm like, ooh, what's that? Yeah, I'll try. I'll try anything. I'll spray it, gesso it, run it through a stencil, an embossing machine.
Oh, yes, the girl said. LOL, yes.
Would not doubt it. Sounds just like something I would do.
Mermaid Food Drink Club? What is that?
Mermaid Tavern, really? Oh, I've heard of Edison Food and Drink Lab. I have heard of that. I didn't know that was Canadian food.
Really?
Yeah, that I've heard of. But I didn't even realize it was Canadian. Yay, us. Look at us. Wow, this is so pretty. Squirrel. All right, I'm going to leave this corner here just because I can. Look at what happened. The color kind of stayed without mixing, and I love it. So I'm going to leave that just as a reminder that magicals are magical.
Yeah.
That you get all kinds of cool results. So if you saw that piece, if I had that on a tag, you would think, oh, Maddie did all this mixing and she got some other stuff that she sprinkled in there. And no, I didn't. Look at that. That's just one jar.
This is a bar food technicality.
Yeah, there's a lot of those in Tampa. I mean, I don't know if people call them sports bars anywhere else or just, like pubs. but they're really nice and they usually have really cool decor. And it's not like a bar. Like I know, like growing up in Jersey, a bar was a bar and you never went into the bar kind of thing unless you were sitting there like just knocking back drinks, I guess. Um, but no, they're, I think the word has changed. Now it's very, I don't know. What's the word I want to say? Um, they have like a
Table?
theme to them and families are always in there. They're not like a bar like I remember when I was a
Now
kid.
they're moved to social clubs.
Yeah, exactly. And they usually have cool themes and decorations. Wow, that is so pretty. Look at that.
Now
Oh,
they're moved to social.
love.
Very social, Michelle says.
This is going to be in your face. I guarantee
They
it.
also have
It's
they
crimson.
also have cool pool tables and games.
This is going to be right Oriana's alley because she loves like that blood red. Watch. How many people here? Show of hands, like the
The red.
that blood red. I love it.
These colors are very
Saturated, yeah.
saturated.
It's like those lines, like the passion line from Stamperia, which has got like really strong colors. Watch, it's gonna be one of those. I know, girl. I gotcha. I know you girls.
Me, Christine says me.
Yes. Here we go.
I thought Ralphie was moved red than it is. But is it possible before we buy the matching swatches next to the magical so we can see exactly what we're buying?
Yes, if I have them, I don't have. Well, I probably have like 90%. Hey, Leia. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome.
Hi.
Thank you so much.
Hello.
I think I have like 90% of the set. So if I have the set, yes, I will definitely show you the swatch. I don't always have all the swatches. So we'll see. All right, here we go. Crimson.
Leah, I think it's Leah,
It does not look like crimson at all. Look at that.
Leah, I think you're right.
Ooh, see, I should have mixed. It's got some gold flecks in there, but that's okay. Here we
Are
go.
you using the channel layout or?
Wow. Do you guys see this? Oh, if I lift it, it's going to change, but it was just like running. It was
Looks like
so
more-
pretty.
Kelly says it looks like more apricot in the jar.
If you were doing something creepy, like blood splatters, you could pull it off. Look, it looks like blood splatters.
Leah saying hi to you.
But with prettiness in them, you see the gold? If you left it like that, it would look like... All right, but here we go. Now, we know it packed a punch, so I'm going to add a lot of water.
Oriana says I did a Christmas project with the Christmas project with the colors a while ago, and this perfect red pretends.
Hang on, let me pull some of this down. I need to cover more area than that. All right, there we go. Yeah, if you were doing some kind of a Halloween or something, that would work. All right, let's pull some of this. Let's dry, and then we can pull some of that stuff up. Wow, that's red. That's crimson.
In sports cars, they have pool tables and arcades.
The Jingle Bells, it's more of a I think it's more of a vintagey type of red. Hang on. Let me pull some of this up and I'll see if I have the swatch for that one. I love the Christmas one. Hang on. I think I have a swatch for it. But I think the red, yeah, you're right. It's more of a vintage red than... See what I was talking about? This is the Alice set. It's a different blue and a different red, but do you see how strong the colors are? That's what I meant. Hang on, Christmas. Yeah, see? Here is the Jingle Bell set that Kelly's talking about. And you see the red? It is more, yeah, like a vintage red. This is like look, it's like blood red. This is more of a vintage red. And I did do a lot of mixing here. See, it kind of ran. But here where it didn't run so much and mix, you can see the difference still in that red in this one. Yeah, these are more like vintage colors. They're all kind of vintage where this is more vibrant. And that's what I mean. All the sets are so different too. So it just kind of, yeah, like barn door. I don't know. More like a blood red. It's crimson. Now, if I was to feather it out, like watercolor with it, I could get it to go lighter, of course, right? Let's pick some of this stuff up because nothing goes to waste. And see, now we picked up more juicy gorgeousness from the table, which is also great for deepening your edges. Like if you want to, you know, kind of like almost create that darker edge, even without the stressings. When you let it pool on the edges, obviously it's going to give you a darker shade. And if you pick up all the stuff from the table, even more so, right? Because you can add extra color. Do you have to add more water? No, it's up to you. I mean, what color are you going for? Do you want it to be really deep and concentrated? Or do you see all I'm doing is running it and picking that up from the mat here? Hang on, see? So it's going to give me like the blood stain red on the edge. And that's also a good way to not waste any of this. But I don't waste any of this anyway because I usually use my paper towels later on for all kinds of other stuff to do backgrounds, and it gives like great texture because of course we know that paper towels come with texture, right? And then when you have all of this yumminess in here, then it'll give it texture and color. Okay, let's let that dry because we need to move on. Let's move on. Oh, grease lightning? Yeah, grease lightning is cool. Okay, if I'm missing chat, forgive me. I'm going to try and look down so we can. Let's add, I guess, what is this next one? Looney Toony, Looney Toony Teal. Let's do Looney Toony Teal on the bottom. Again, these sets are new, so I have to first remove, for those of you who have come in a little later, I'm having to remove those. Once you do that once, you don't have to do it again. And then also, like I was sharing with some people, some folks like to poke holes and make those into like shakers. I like my fan brush and being able to dip my brush when I want to. So, but again, choices, preferences. Come on, get over there. Too much. Too far. I want it more here. There you go. Uh-huh. And then we're going to come back and pick that up. So no worries. I want more of it here. So again, I'm going to use my brush to manipulate.
Any more water?
It just depends on what look you're going for. Yeah, you can add more water, less water. If you think this is too much water because you're going for a lighter color, you can mop it up with your
Braille says beautiful color. I can just splatter my walls with that one.
Ooh, yes. I'm going to bring some more of it here because we have too much dead space.
Cool in it that way.
Not waste that. And let's dry.
Kelly says the thing is to remember not all collected shimmers are flat.
Some are flat, correct. And that's where that glitzy set kind of comes in handy as well, because you can turn even your flat sets into shimmery ones if you want. You can actually use a flat color and then just sprinkle some of the glitzy over it, and then you turn that into also a sparkly color. That's going to run anyway, so run, go.
Or yeah, this is a splattered wall.
A splattered wall, ooh, that would be pretty. I've seen those art studios where the artists just have, like bare concrete floor, and they're able to not care and get paint splattered everywhere and I would love to be able to do that. Just have like a big warehouse kind of thing where I could just do whatever and not worry about, you know, making a mess. Wouldn't that be fun? Speaking of which, there we go, squirrel. Did you guys hear what the next video is going to be? What my next graphic 45 video is? Did anybody hear the announcement or remember?
What is it?
I'm going to be so brave, guys.
Let them
You should be
tell
proud
you.
of me. I have windows and bookcases. Your room is gorgeous. What are you talking about? Like, I'm talking about just concrete and whatever wall so I can splatter everywhere. You have a pretty studio craft room, Kelly. Bob has built you some cool stuff. So,
Yeah.
Kelly's kind of spoiled. For those of you who don't know, her husband Bob, and if you watch her videos, you'll get to know a little bit more. But yeah, he built her like bookcases and custom stuff, and I'm like, huh?
Tell your stinky ready. I designed the roof right down.
Exactly. She's kind of spoiled.
Out.
So nobody knows what I'm doing next for my videos. Uh-huh. You see? I should not tell you and just surprise you. Mm-hmm. Nobody paid
Your
attention.
cheating was a bookcase bought from Walmart.
Look it. Ah, gorgeous. Okay, we'll come back to that in a second because we got to go. Okay, and then we're going to do our last color, which is the beaver tail brown.
Billy says we're cheating with the book.
Oh, whatever, you know. You customized it. How's that? Real pretty.
In my photos when you first watched in a week.
Yeah, well, the next graphic 45 video that I am going to be doing is going to be one that has been requested for years and I've never been brave enough to do. So you got look at that. You guys see that just running like a river?
You know?
Hey, can I zoom in? Hang on. I don't want to move it because I want you guys to see this. Does this thing still work?
Hi, Brian.
I think my battery's dead. Hey, Brian.
Here.
Is it zooming? No, my battery's dead. Oh. Oh no, my batteries are everywhere on the back of my remote. That remote's dead.
Not good.
It did like this river run. It was so cool. Sorry I couldn't show you guys. How are you, Mr. Brian? Long time no see. So good to see you. All right. Here we go. Let's try that. I added a lot of water and not a whole lot of product, but that's okay. We got half an hour to finish this. And then hopefully we can go back to the Glitzy and do it on black and see what happens. I have no idea. Has anybody tried the Glitzy set on black?
I don't know. I would say.
I'm going to mix that up.
He says I'm doing well.
Oh, good. So glad to hear. Ooh, and I've got some more of the European ephemera for you guys today, too. I got some more stuff from Europe that I've prepared.
What are you doing?
So we've got 49 in Market. We've got new paper lines. Today for the sale, we've got obviously the magicals. We're going to try and get those first. I've got new napkins, molds, stamps, ephemera. I got all kinds of cool new stuff. So get ready. It's going to be a fun, great sale today at 4 o'clock. Starting at 4. So we have half an hour. And that's Eastern Standard Time, right, guys? Yes, mine, right? Yes, I got some cool stuff. I've got some Stamperia. Oh, yes. Paco released a new line. I think it's the first one he's ever designed, if I'm not mistaken. So, and it's really pretty. I don't know if you guys are familiar with him. That artist, he's from Spain, and so his line is like Mediterranean inspired. It's so pretty. You'll see.
It is.
Okay, so let's compare our colors. Are they all dry? Pretty much.
So,
Let's try and dry all this. I added a lot of water to this one.
yeah.
Those colors were just so rich. They needed extra water.
Green, blue. Christina's one.
That's right, Christina. Isn't it gorgeous? Yes, very pretty, Ori, right?
What do you guys
It's
think?
going to be perfect for spring and summer coming up. All right, it's pretty much dry. I say it's dry.
It
Close
is.
enough. Here we go. Let's
How is your day today, guys?
tag them. Oh, Canada. Crimson. Okay. Then we've got the poutine gold. Now I know what it means. Thank you guys for educating me. We've got the beaver tailed brown. Let's write it here. We've got the Looney Toony teal.
Beth
Two
has
O's.
just got to watch SA Alert 30 minutes.
And the Banffed blue. Let's put it down here. Banff blue. Okay. And this set is the Great White North.
Yeah. I love the magicals so far. I should really play with them more.
Yes, you have to. Like I said, these are one of those things that
Yeah.
even when you're in a funk and you're not sure what to do, or you're just watching TV or watching a video, you break them out and you just play. So let's see. Crimson red. Yes, yes. Could have gone deeper. Absolutely. If I wanted to add more color, like here where it's deeper, that's more of that dark red. So that's a win. Let's see. The teal, identical. Another win. The poutine gold, identical. Wow, that one's right on the head. And it's got a lot of gold. Can you guys see that? It's a lot of gold.
It is.
Gorgeous. Then we've got the beaver tail brown. Actually, that's pretty accurate. You see how our jar has like a mix of like greens and oranges and tea stain kind of. Yep, sure enough, that's exactly what we got. I don't know how they do it, but they did. And then, of course, wow, our Banff blue. Yes, indeed. And you can see how you can go super watercolor light all the way to like deep, deep blue, right? Looks like the ocean. So pretty. Okay, so we have time for the black, right?
Mhm.
Okay, so which one was your favorite out of all these 5 colors? What do you think? The gold, the teal, the blue,
Mhm.
the beaver tail brown, or the crimson? What do you guys think? Oh, and speaking of the flats, before I forget, let's see if I can find you a flat swatch. Can we add these to? Yes, of course, Kat. Yep. We mentioned that earlier. You can add them to your paste, to your molding texture paste, to all that. Oh, look at this. See, we did that in class. Those are magicals. Aren't they pretty? So many things. I'm just remembering now when we did that class, and look, so many cool things. Okay, go with Maddie, go, Maddie, go. Don't get distracted. Oh, and then we did some of the magicals. See, this is just regular copy paper, so you guys can get an idea. And we did the magicals on the jelly plate. Look. Can you stand it? Oh, it looks like you did a whole bunch of layering and it's just not. Okay. Look for a flat color, Maddie. Flat swatch.
A grill says blues and teal.
Blues and teals, yes. Okay, here's a flat color or flat set. This one's called
Kat says, can we add these modeling paste teal gold?
I already answered that. Yes, baby.
Okay, good.
So blue, then the teal. Dark blue, says Yolanda. I know that blue is killer, isn't it? I like the teal and the beaver. Actually, those two together are gorgeous. Do you see that? That is really neat. The gold, yeah, it's blingy, bling, bling, right? So this, for example, is a color swatch for a flat collection, which is called Nantucket Pearls. Okay. Now, as you can see, there is no shimmer. They're just absolutely flat colors. But if you wanted to, you can still add some of this to any of these and then give them that little bit of a sparkle, right? Bling, bling. Okay. So let's see if that works on black. Awesome. We did this one now. Let me get a piece of black cardstock and we will try. Okay, so just cut it in half. We'll look at the colors, Kelly. Hold that question. Don't let me forget. Let's do this and then, because I'll forget otherwise. And then let's look through the collections and see if there's a gray. Okay, so we're going to try the Glitzy set on black. Earlier, for those of you who were here, we done it on white, right? So the rose gold, the sparkle, the gold, the copper, and the silver. Okay, kind of hard to see. I mean, you can't see it, right? So great way to add a little bit of color. These three show really well. These, it's just that shimmery effect on white, which is kind of cool for like snow or fairy wings. Wow, the camera does not like that. Here we go. Okay, so super stunning, very reflective colors. Let's see how they look on black. Just to try and prevent some warping. A little too much, Maddie. Will it work? Let's find out. Oh, and these this set comes with the with a little spoon, and I think that's the idea, that you can also add it on to other stuff. Maybe that's why that's in there. But let's work on these together and see what gives. Will it work? Oh, it looks like snow. It looks like little bubbles. How pretty. Well, let's see what happens when we add water. I think we need a little bit more. I went a little light, which is good. But we can definitely add a little bit more. We'll add more water and then we'll bring in more. Oh, that is pretty. It looks like a winter storm. Like snow is just swirling and going here and there. All right, let's add a little bit more. Can you guys see that? It's neat. And it's like moving. I don't know if you can see it on, man, I wish I could bring it up without, or bring in the camera. It's glistening. It looks like it's almost like bubbling, if that makes sense. Hang on, let me see if I can do that again and show you what happens. Okay, see if you can see it. Do you see it simmering? Isn't that neat? Watch. Even when it sits, let me see if I can hold it up. Do you see it? Even if I don't move it, do you see what it's doing? Isn't that neat? That's so pretty. All right, let's try some of it. That's pretty cool. Did not see that one coming. And this is why you play, guys. You play with all kinds of different substrates and just different colors and just see what happens. If it works, great. If it doesn't work, hey, lesson learned, right? It doesn't work. Come on back. My little corner's being stubborn. So at least we know that the silver is going to give us two totally different looks, whether it's on black or on white. You know what I should have done, since this is just for play and we only have 20 minutes left? I should just do all the colors and we'll create a big old mess. What do you guys think? You with me? Let's do it. Let's make a mess and see if it works and if we like it. And if we don't like it, well, we don't like it. I like one thing about doing it on black, and I'll tell you this, it is much easier. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm kind of off screen. It is really much easier to see how much you're putting down and where you're putting down on black than on white. So there's a new plus. Ooh. See, even though it's a little, it just shows a lot on black because of the contrast. All right, and then down here, we'll put the other one. Oh, which one did we do? Oh, no. Did we do this one already? Oh, man. Now I don't remember. All right. Let's spray. The spritzer is about to break. It's been sticking and sticking and sticking. Ooh, look at it run. Run. And now let's start trying to make it all play together. Wow, that is so cool. Love. Let's control some of it here. And move that around just a little bit. Let's move some of it up here. Bring that back in. Clean that up. And let's move some of it here on this corner. Just so we can kind of spread the joy. And then we'll move it around again. Now let's mix it. Let's swirl, mix, swirl, mix, swirl, swirl and mix. Oh, can you guys see that? I hope you can see it on camera. It is just all like mingling now. It's so cool. All right, let's leave that. Yes. Oh. And right away, we can see the differences between the white. Oh, now it's really hard to see. But you can see how it actually looks on the white versus how it looks on the black. It looks like a nebula almost. And it's really wet, guys. Like a lot of water. I start picking it up. And I can still continue to move it some if I want. Now, once it starts to dry, pretty much your playtime is over. Um, I'm not going to say they're 100% permanent, but they're pretty permanent. So once they dry, it's you have to add more. If you want more, add more, but you're not going to get the stuff to move around a whole lot. That's going to be all she wrote. Love the black. Yeah, cool. Gorgeous. Thanks, Kelly. Isn't that pretty? It looks like a nebula almost. So like cloudy and soft. Again, we could add more color and make it more punchy if we want to, but I kind of like it. Hang on, I don't like this strip right here. There you go. All right, I think we can do the back now. That's so neat. Can you guys see that? It's so cool. I need to take some still photos for you guys. And it looks like the paper is textured, but it, again, it looks like it. Can you see that? Like the puckering? And here too, maybe on the white it's easier to see. Hang on, let me see. Like right there. Kind of hard to see, but it almost looks like texture. And there you go. So now we know that the Glitzy will work beautifully on black. Completely different result. The colors are, still the same colors. You're still going to get your copper, your rose, because you can see here the pink. You can see here the copper, right? But you are going to get a completely different color than this. So here's the pink. If you look at it, it's the same color. It just has a different type. Look, the copper is the same color. And so is the gold, and then the whites, of course, show up so much better. If you angle it, yeah, I can show it to you like that. But here it shows up more. And the same thing with the silver. Here, I kind of have to, do this for you guys. And here it is on black. Cool, huh? So, yay! We know that the Glitzy works really well on the black background. Okay, we've got 15 minutes in case you guys have any questions. I know I got to look for a gray, hopefully for Kelly. And then you guys tell me what else you might have questions on. Again, I'm not the expert or know it all on these at all. I just play with them and have fun. So, but if I can answer any questions, there's probably about 30 different sets of these. We have some in-house. We'll cover those at 4:00 during the sale. We don't have every single set, but we can get most sets. Some of the sets are retired, so that's it. They're gone. But the ones that we can get, of course, yes, we can turn them around in no time.
Isn't that pretty?
We're also going to be talking about, because I didn't tell you about sprays. So let's talk about sprays. Are you guys familiar with the sprays? The Lindy's sprays. Same concept. They are like magicals, but not. Okay. They do create they create like that really cool look. The same thing where they play with water. They're water-based, water cleanup, obviously. The only difference is all of the sprays are sepia-based, meaning they are more of that, what's the word I want to say? The vintage or the more muted. I don't want to say oxides because you know how you have your punchy colors with your regular inks, but then you have your milky muted colors with your oxides, right? It could be the same identical pad, same color, but the results are completely different because one is chalky, milky, and the other one's a vibrant color. Well, the magicals sprays, the Lindy sprays, that's the same concept. You have the same colors, or not the same colors. You have different colors, but they are more muted. They are not going to have this kind of a punch, right? They're going to be more of that subtle vintage sepia-based tone colors, okay? Do you sell individual magicals and alcohol inks? Yes. So we did the individual shakers. 2 weeks ago, Christina. Hey, Wendy. And yes, the alcohol inks, of course, individually. Yes. What are these glitzy sprays, Yoda? Ori speaks of the what? What is Ori saying? I don't know. I didn't read it. There's a set of glitzy sprays that add shimmer to everything. Yes, it's the same thing as the glitzy, except they're now in a spray bottle, right? So, for example, do we have time? We have 10 minutes. Hang on. I'll be right back. I'm going to go get some sprays. Okay. I just picked whatever. Okie dokies. When they come, they're going to come in these bottles, but don't have to worry about the fact that you're going to think, oh my gosh, they're dried. Something went wrong. All you're going to get is the powder on the bottom. That's it. You do not get them filled. All you do is add water to the fill line. See? That's all. Just water. And then, of course, you're going to shake. Now, the thing with these is like anything with mica. Can you guys see the swirl? Look. Isn't that cool? Okay. That means that they have mica in them. And that means that the mica is going to settle all the way down to the bottom. And if you try to pump that, it's going to clog your straw, right? We know this, right, guys? So you always want to be really good about shaking them. While I'm working with them, I usually store them on their side. Actually, I usually just store them, period, on their side. But for the sake of my upcoming video, I had them standing up. So, but again, see, you can see the swirl. And can you guys see the swirl in there? So it'll settle to the bottom. You want to give it a really good shake. Now, again, all kinds of amazing colors. What did I get? I got Golden to Bloom. Buccaneer. Oh, wow. I got like all the pirate colors. Buccaneer Bay and Bucket of Gold Red.
There's Wendy here too.
Yes. So you don't shake them up and down. Correct. Like I've told you, ring for the butler, right? This way. If you shake up and down, you're going to clog the straw. If you clog the straw, nothing to freak about. You simply take out the straw, go to the sink, get a cup of warm water, right, or hot water, and simply put your sprayer in there and just keep pumping until it unclogs, okay? And then you put it back, and then you just make sure that you shake it before you use it every single time. Is it a guarantee that it's not going to clog? Of course not. Nothing is perfect, right? And then, I got 8 minutes. And then, what was the other thing I was going to say? You want to clean your sprayer every single time you use it. So let's get going, and I'll show you these. Again, we're going to compare like the different tones, right? So you guys can see. So as you notice, the next thing I'm going to do is do this.
A girl who's pumped up the damn music.
Right? Go, Maddie, go. You're going to see that these are going to be a lot more subtle colors. Then say you're, I'm in a rush. Don't do it. See that? That's going to clog eventually when it dries. Just take 1 second and do that, okay? So these are not going to have that deep, burgundy we just saw. I mean, you can concentrate a little bit more if you wanted to, but it's not going to have that humongous punch. Can you still move these with water? Yeah, of course. But you're going to see that these are a little bit more sepia based. So they're going to be more of your vintage colors than the huge pop of color. They're amazing to have no matter which sets you choose. I mean, I like both because sometimes I need,
Are those moon shadows?
Yes. So sometimes you want those huge pop-up colors, but sometimes you don't. And by the way, they both play, right? So you can use the sprays along with your magical powders and shakers. Um, so they all play very, very nicely together.
You get yourself a habit of wiping the nozzle off.
Yes, you have to, because if not, you're going to be miserable. And a lot of people get frustrated sometimes with their supplies and they're like, I just hate these sprayers. And it's because you don't take the time to clean them. Like I said, nothing is perfect though. As meticulous as I try to be, sometimes either I forget or it still gets clogged. And again, it's not a big deal. Go run it, you know, go to the sink, get some hot water, and that's it. And spray, spray, spray. If I want more color, I can come in and add more color. But you see how well they blend together? They just do their own blending. Can you see that? And look, it's as pretty as that, right? As simple as that. Again, if I want something more, if I'm like, I think I need more gold, then just come back in and relayer. Because that gold is yummy. I can even let it pool and I can do thicker splatters if I want, just droplets by just slowly, see, squeezing my sprayer and letting it do one of those.
Nadine says, I'm sorry, I'm dozing off.
Nothing wrong with that. Okay. Wow, unless you're saying I'm boring. No, I'm kidding, Nadine.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. I know you're not feeling well. So see, you can do splatters and see how they all play together. No mud. No mud. And I've got a red, a yellow, and a blue. So I've got all kinds of concoctions here to make us some crazy mud, right?
A girl says I need to get into my life.
Look, how gorgeous is that?
Leah, this is very inspiring.
Oh, thank you, Leah. Appreciate it. It's fun, right? Okay, so that was super, super quick. You guys get the idea. You can do um, all kinds of different results, right? And again, you can mix and match them. So that would be cool with that and that. And oh, yeah, these were all actually, these two collections would play beautifully together,
Yeah.
right? But you can decide whether you want more of that vintage finish or whether you want more of a pop of color. Okay, we have done awesome, awesome, great, great play. Guys, thank you so much for joining us. I hope that was informative. I hope you had fun watching it. Now, what we're going to do next is we're going to do what? We are going to end this live because I'm going to restart the live sale. If you've never joined us for our live sales, please do. They're so much fun, and you can get all kinds of products, including these and so much more.
Too.
Games, giveaways, all kinds of fun. So let's get ready. Go grab your favorite drink, and I'll see you guys right back here in 3 minutes, okay? Love you guys.
Love you.
Thank you so much, and I'll see you guys in just a couple of minutes. Bye.
Bye.